Place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover.
No, easy, hold on.
As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them. As America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how.
What the fuck?
By refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
Buzzy, what is up with Tarantino, man?
What?
What happened to him?
People say I got a real twisted sense of humor.
He looks like he should be on the back of a $10 bill.
Oh my God.
Royce Lopez.
I don't know what it is about him.
Hola, me llamo Royce.
Maybe I'm sick of hearing about him.
Yeah, I don't like hot ham.
Maybe it's his face. He's a punchable face.
You wouldn't download a pig, would you?
He's done nothing to me. He's probably a nice guy.
I don't care.
I don't know what it is about the guy.
Big Cranberry has been lying to you.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast.
He looks like he should be flying a kite with a fucking key on it. Brendan says he hasn't been able to use the N-word for a while. That's the source of his youth.
Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time. Here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce.
What up, everybody? Hi. It's Wednesday here in America, I guess.
Hello.
It's Revenge of the Sis. We're here. We're doing a paywall show. If you want to join us, you better,
Head over there. In about 15 minutes or so, we're heading over behind the locals and Patreon paywall. If you look below this episode, you will see how to get there. Patreon.com/we're-not-sorry and locals.revengeofthesis.com. $7 a month. You get our Wednesday shows and half of Friday shows and a bunch of exclusive content and a bunch of old stuff. Mersh, I also threw up on the RSS feed. The Occupy Wall Street thing is up there. I also threw up the prank the prank calling of Blog Talk Radio stuff. I threw some of that stuff up on the RSS feed as well.
Nice.
The pretending to be Coletta, pretending to be JJ Burden. I threw that up. That's up there too.
That's a classic.
I threw up the episode where we first heard the Rick Santorum song. That's up there too. So throwing some old stuff up there for you guys if you want to check out kind of like where all this stuff started. Yeah. So California's fighting back against the terrorist Martian. They're taking it seriously. Very seriously.
This morning with breaking news, California is taking legal action over President Trump's tariff.
Gigi Graciette is live in Sherman Oaks to explain. Gigi, good morning.
Good morning. The governor making this announcement that together with...
From the French Laundry, from his VIP table.
It's a permanent VIP booth.
the state's attorney general...
They call it the gruesome Newsom seat.
General, they will be...
Because here's the thing, here's the thing about Gavin Newsom, right? He's one of those guys that does tip a lot, which is nice, right? But he lets it be known, he makes a big deal out of it. He'll tip he'll be one of those guys that tips like $1,000, and then he'll be like, bet you never seen anyone tip like that in your life before, because I got it like that.
And you're like, I'd rather just get $100 and you shut up.
Yeah, and you shut the fuck up.
Gavin Newsom to me seems like the kind of guy where everyone goes for their wallets to split the check, and he goes, no, guys, I already got it when I went to the bathroom. But then later on, when he needs something from you, he goes, well, I
did get dinner the other night. I got dinner the other night, so it's like you kind of owe me.
Fuck me, I guess.
You know what? I came up with a funny nickname. You're gonna love this. Take that, Mark Levin. I came up with them before you did. Gavin Nuisance.
Ooh, I like that one.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man. I thought it was pretty good. Thanks.
Be filing this lawsuit challenging President Trump's authority to enact tariffs in a federal court up north later today.
He can do whatever he wants. He's the fucking president.
Take a look at the video. The lawsuit, which will be filed later, challenges the president's use of emergency powers to enact tariffs, arguing that the president lacks the authority to unilaterally impose tariffs through the International Economic Emergency Powers Act, and that his actions have caused...
Literally in the name.
No, but it's different. It's different because, oh no, you gotta understand, he's not doing it in a way that Newsom likes.
Continue to cause irreparable harm to the state of California, which is the largest economy, manufacturing, and agricultural state in the nation. The lawsuit goes on to say that tariffs have already disrupted supply chains and in many cases inflated costs for the state and Californians and inflicted billions of dollars in damage.
Good thing Kid Rock was in the Oval Office to fix that.
Yeah, he's fixing everything, dude.
He's pretty cool.
He's getting everybody involved, bro. He's fucking Bill Maher.
Pretty cool.
To the state's economy, which is the 5th largest in the world. Attorney General Rob Bonta also calling the president's decisions chaotic and haphazard. He also says,
didn't Newsom let his fucking an entire city burn down? Because he didn't let water there because he was saving some sort of bird or some shit.
In his defense, the Chinese weren't coming to visit, so we didn't care.
That's true. Good point.
Legal. At the Port of Los Angeles, officials say they're already seeing a disruption in business, which they predict will be down at least 10 to 20% this year alone.
Our concerns about reduction.
Now that's a mustache. Now that is nice. That is nice mustache.
That is a nice mustache.
I think are going to really start being elevated as we move towards May. We already have, our staff has now recorded 17 canceled sailings from the international carriers, which means that...
Oh no, the stuff from Sheen and Tim you're not getting here. Oh God, no.
Did you hear the funny thing now is, you know how they're blaming everything on tariffs?
Yes.
Well, can somebody explain to me, do tariffs have anything to do with PlayStation Network increasing the prices in Canada?
Yeah, obviously it has to do with the tariff, dude.
less containers coming into.
So these companies, especially the video game companies now, they've all been just like they've been hankering for fucking increasing their prices anyway.
Well, it's the same
and now
way.
they're trying to blame tariffs, but it's like, okay, then explain why you're raising prices in all countries.
Well, it's the same way for a long time. Like video games cost more in Australia, and the excuse was like, "Oh, you got to ship them there." But now it's like they're all digital, and you're still charging the digital ones more too. Why?
Merch, the new Mario Kart, $80.
Yeah, I'm paying for it, so shut up. How's that sound?
Ew.
I know, fucking, I will in a heartbeat. Fucking.
Oh, an open world Mario Kart. You get to drive around.
It's Forza, but Mario Kart.
That you've already
wow.
sold it. That sounds awesome.
2 games I don't play.
You know, you just don't enjoy things.
No, he does. He just enjoys very niche things, and anything anyone else likes, he's a contrarian, and he can't possibly enjoy them.
I've been playing Fallout 4 on my game streams. I wouldn't exactly call that niche.
In 2025.
Well, there's a new mod for it.
Wait, is this only coming out of 1 year? Hold on. No way. This is...
I can't even hear it.
No, are you serious? Hold on, can you hear
It's
this?
not. Yeah,
Hold on.
it's going through the one channel.
Okay, how about now?
Washington, where the White House
Now,
is
yes.
reportedly on
The stinger was in only one ear.
Ugh.
the verge of
That's
asking
fucking
Congress
hilarious.
to codify some very steep budget cuts. PBS and NPR could see their budgets slashed. The White House called the public broadcasters a grift and trash.
Accurate.
Accurate.
That's accurate.
With a laundry list of content it didn't agree with. The release comes weeks after a hearing debating the public broadcaster's continued congressional funding, and comes as the New York Post reports the Trump administration is on the verge of formally asking Congress to rescind $1.1 billion in funding to the Corporation for Public.
But then where will I be able to hear jazz plus jazz equals jazz?
Oh man, you're right. You're right.
Shit.
It's not going to go anywhere. That's the funniest part.
Of course, it's not going anywhere. Goldman Sachs is a sponsor. They're
rich
fine.
people still give them money.
Of course.
I just don't want to give them money.
Yeah. Then it could just be the Atlantic, but with TV.
Broadcasting. The Post cited a memo from White House Budget Director Russ Vought.
Every Republican president since LBJ has complained bitterly about their bias, has tried to defund them, has begged them to reform themselves. They haven't done so. They're brazen.
The memo reportedly.
That's a good point. And then they'll write stuff. Then they'll lie about the Hunter Biden stuff and then fucking call everyone, every right winger a Nazi.
Cites anti-conservative bias as a reason for wanting to rescind the funds. A Pew Research poll from March found only 24% of the public wanted Congress to remove federal funding for NPR and PBS.
The principal investigative committee in the House of Representatives has now stooped to the lowest levels of partisanship and political theater.
NPR is partisanship and political theater.
No, it's not.
You fuck. You fuck.
To hold a hearing to go after the likes of Elmo and Cookie Monster.
No, see, look at the diversion tactic. Look at the diversion tactic. It's not Elmo and Cookie Monster. It's your news department. You fucking asshole.
Well, you know what's really funny about that?
Mm-hmm.
PBS doesn't own Sesame Street anymore. HBO
It's
owns
on
Sesame
HBO.
Street.
Yes.
And it's true. They always hide behind their cute little critters, and they never talk about the news aspect.
And Arthur the Aardvark, all for the unforgivable sin of teaching the alphabet to low-income
Arthur
families'
gave
children.
Steven Crowder. You're not winning anybody over.
That's the reason they're trying to defund them, because they were teaching kids. First off, fuckface, it's 2025. You don't need Sesame Street to teach kids shit. All right? The internet exists, asshole. All right? These kids have an iPad thrown in their faces, okay?
Vought's memo also looks to codify some of the Department of Government Efficiency's foreign aid cuts. Citing waste that would continue without rescission, the White House could be asking Congress to eliminate $8 billion in funding for the State Department and the now dismantled USAID. NPR gets about 1% of its total funding from the federal government, and PBS
So it'll be
gets
fine.
about...
It'll be fine. It's a slight cut. Holy shit. I know what they're doing. They're trying to make it sound like, oh, it's only less than 1% of their money, so it's not much for us to give. But no, if it's less than 1% of their budget, you're making a case that they don't need it.
They don't need, exactly. They don't need it. Okay. Man, I got some stuff I want to do, but I want to wait till we... You know what? Here. There's this video, okay? Unhinged, like normal. And it's called Travel Tips for Red States.
Oh, God.
Yes. It's travel
What?
tips for red states. All right? But here's the thing. We're going to go and do that behind the paywall. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair thing.
Probably safer, too.
But before we do, I want to remind people that this first 15 minutes, the reason it's free, it's because great sponsors like weed6.com.
Hell yeah, dude. Boom.
That's right, guys. If you go to weed6.com right now, there it is. There's a pack, 16 grams. That strain right there is gas face. But I also want to remind people that Weed 6, they have a whole bunch of other flour you could just buy as well, not just the prepackaged stuff. And if you use promo code ROTC, you're going to get 50% off. 50% off. So that pack that Mersh is holding there, that's normally $50. Normally $50. $25 if you use promo code ROTC. it is, they're great sponsors, and they're not like these sponsors that like sponsor a bunch of stuff and they don't know who we are. They're only doing Daywave, Nightwave, ROTC, and Adonis Paul. All shows you trust.
They burn really good too. They don't
Yes.
canoe, and they don't like. That's one thing I like about these. They don't
Thank
like.
you.
You don't have that weird like one side's going and the other side's all fucked up.
Can I fucking tell you how great that is for real?
They
Because
smoke like a cigarette.
Because you see, Mersh, when we travel, like you see me, I always like, bring the cones and I try to like pack, someone could smoke. And no matter what I do, no matter what the fuck I do, those shits canoe. These do not.
I don't even care about that. I care about pre-rolls.
Yeah.
Literal pre-roll. Like I'm paying a premium.
Yeah.
For this to be ready to go. And then you leave a dispensary and you light it and it immediately starts canoeing. And you're like, I just paid like $9 for this. You know what I mean? So yeah, these burn really well.
So head over to weedsigs.com, promo code ROTC. They're good. They're good, man. I've been going through them. Like every morning I go for a walk, I go with one and they're fucking great. They will get you high and they are very stinky, but they're federally legal. Weedsigs.com, promo code ROTC. So thank you again to them. They are the best. And I tell you what, guys, now we're going to go ahead and head over to Locals and Patreon. Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. Locals.revengeofthesis.com. If you look below this episode you're watching right now, you'll see how to sign up. $7 a month. Keep watching with us. You really do help us keep doing this show, guys. And yeah, you also get the commercial-free version, audio version of the show. You get a backlog of all of our paywall episodes. And like I said, half of Friday shows and our movie riffs are all up there for you to enjoy. So head over there right now